Hey guys, this is Emily from South by Yes. I am launching my YouTube channel to go with the South by Yes Twitter page. Now, South by Southwest, it's not currently, I went to South by Southwest, it's been about 2 months now, so it's about to be May. I went for the music conference from March 17th to the 21st. I think I was actually there till the 20th because I left a day early, but I actually volunteered. I was in the work exchange program. At South by Southwest, the volunteer program comes with its own reward system, so you can pick whether you can get a festival wristband or full registration. So I chose to get a music badge. In exchange for your badge, you have to work a certain amount of hours. So you have to work a certain number of shifts. I went into this, I didn't know what a time commitment it would be. I didn't have nights free because I was working the night showcases, but I had a blast. It was amazing, but it was very, very crazy trying to cram in attending the conference, going to as many shows and parties as possible, plus around your required volunteer shifts. So that was it's pretty hard to do all that at once. I only actually made it to one panel, and it was Festival Best Practices. It was hosted by I can't remember their names, but it was the promoter of Rock in Rio in Rio de Janeiro, and the promoter of the Pitchfork Music Festival in Chicago. And the other one was Disco Donnie of Disco Donnie Presents, who does a lot of festivals in the Texas area, like the Sunset Music Festival, the UME, the Ultimate Music Experience in South Padre Island, which is a big like spring break thing. It's built as like the ultimate spring break party, and they did a panel basically on. They were asked questions on festival production and tips for producing festivals. My ultimate career goal would probably be working in festivals, so that's why I went to that. And I was going to go to others, but things got so crazy I couldn't actually make it. I just want to show some of my favorite things from South by Southwest this year. Just some of the things I got. First of all, these magazines. These magazines are lying all over the convention center. I'm sure you've seen them everywhere. They're like just these shelves with all these magazines on them, and they're just there. And I didn't get any last year because I wasn't sure if you actually had to pay for them, because there's magazines just sitting on a rack, and I mean, you don't know where they came from, or but it turns out they are actually free, and they are all the music trade magazines that distribute their magazine for free at South by Southwest because it's the world's largest music industry conference, and they want to promote their magazine. So this is Music Connection, which is one of the trade magazines. It appears to be a trade magazine for the recording industry, and has Echo Smith on the cover. Actually, I saw Echo Smith my first South by Southwest, and I've actually met them before, twice actually, and yeah, they're really nice people, and very, very talented young artists. So if you get to hear Echo Smith, they're fabulous. I recommend them highly. Another thing I got is this CD. I have not listened to it. Stanix. This was actually another cool thing about South by Southwest is whenever you go to the lounges or events or clubs, that people will just leave their business cards and CDs and flyers all over the tables in the lounges and clubs. So I remember I went to this one. I think it was Karma Lounge, as I recall, and like it was I just went in there. There was some huge like DJ party going on, and everybody had the tables were like strewn with all this stuff. So and also the registrants, the artist gifting suite, the artist lounge up in the convention center has a lot of this going on as well. So this was actually on a table in the registrants lounge. Was obviously an artist or an agent promoting this group by leaving the CD there. I have not heard it yet, but it should be pretty cool. This is a group that's actually from Austin. It says another cool thing is Dawn and Hawks performed at one of the showcases that I volunteered at. We worked at the showcase of their agency. So, they were actually, I really talked to Dawn, not really, but she was really sweet, and she gave me the CD. Yeah, they're a really good band. They're actually, I believe they're engaged, and they write a lot of love songs together, and they kind of tell the story about how they met and fell in love over their music, which I think is really sweet. Another cool thing is Flood Magazine. Now, Flood Magazine actually launched at South by Southwest, had its inaugural event called Flood Fest, which there were a lot of media and photographers there. Apparently this magazine is the new one from the editors of Filter, and I don't know if Filter is actually around anymore, but it's the new magazine from their team. It's double-sided. And Floodfest was like a 3-day event held in this courtyard. I don't remember what it was called, something courtyard. And it was like on 5th Street, I believe. And they had these magazines all over the bar. So you could just pick them up. This is the first issue. Flood #1, Meow the Jewels, and The Men of Veep. So, it's a music and pop culture magazine, which is very cool. It has photography, fashion, and, a lot of music, journalism stuff, and, this is very cool. It's also, I really liked getting it, because I've never been to a magazine launch, and this is a brand new magazine. I read they also did the Floodfest event at Coachella very recently, so they also did the launch at the Coachella Music Festival. I don't know where they're doing them next, but it might be all year. I don't believe it's in distribution at this point. They have like 4 subscribers on their YouTube channel. It's very, very new. It's still getting established, which I think is really cool to be in the know for a new magazine. I think that's very cool. And yeah, another thing I recommend about South by Southwest is to not try to do everything at once, because most likely you're gonna get there, like get off the plane and get into the city like in one piece, but then your whole plan like goes to hell. Everything like got so messed up. I was going to go to a panel my first day, like a few hours after my plane landed, but I couldn't make it to that. One thing you should be aware of is that your whole plan is going to get messed up. It's not going to go the way you planned. You probably won't make it to a lot of panels. Just try to meet as many people as you can. And you know, in my volunteer shifts, we were working on a crew, so we, like, the crew all got to meet each other. Everybody was really cool. My whole crew was from out of state, actually. Everybody came from out of state to volunteer at art showcases that we worked at. There was a guy from Tanzania on my crew, actually, who came to the U.S. to volunteer at South by Southwest. Volunteering is a great way to get introduced to the community, because you do get to meet a lot of the people from the agencies. We did get to meet a lot of people from the agencies. We got to meet all the bands playing there. Everybody was super nice. You hand out your business card to a bunch of people. You also work with a lot of, in some cases you work with the production staff from the South by Southwest conferences, that they come out and just oversee or check on things. Although it's up to the stage manager. The stage managers are also volunteers, but overall we are under the direction of the permanent venue staff, the venue managers, and the regular full-time production staff of South by Southwest. So it's very cool. I would like to be a stage manager at some point, but I think I would need to get a lot more experience working events before I did stage managing. Yeah, that's about it. I'll keep blogging. I'll keep making more videos. Again, it's not really South by Southwest season, but I know it's all going to kick off again in the late summer. I do have the dates for 2016 because I asked someone in the volunteer office if they could, you know, help me get a head start on booking, but I don't know if I'm, like, really allowed to publicize that. But, follow me on Twitter, South by Yes. Thank you so much.